So you've seen my 50, 30, 20 money rule video, and you've done the uncomfortable but powerful stuff. You went through your credit cards, and when you went through those credit cards, you found out when's your monthly payment due, how much interest do you owe, and of course, how much of the amount do you owe. You canceled all those unnecessary subscriptions, and you figured out, like I said before, how much debt that you actually owe. Not just your credit cards, but what about student loans? What about car payments, right? And of course, you created the payment plan based on that 50, 30, 20 allocation. So watch that video, okay? Now, maybe you even saved about $1,000, okay, in a high interest savings account. This is an important thing. Makes you feel confident that you always have a little bit of money somewhere. So even just $500, $1,000 in a high interest savings account, preferably, so that next time life throws you a curveball, which happens all the time, we something happens with the car. We got to fix the car. The kid needs a new pair of shoes, whatever it is. When life throws you a curveball, you don't have to reach for that credit card ever again, because this is the whole point. We're trying to get out of the debt so that we can start making more money to generate more wealth, right? Because even spiritualists and intuitives like us can be rich too. Okay, now what? Well, now we get to talk about the fun part. What's the fun part? Making more money. But here's the truth that a lot of people miss on this. You don't get rich just by cutting expenses. I mean, I like cutting expenses. I like making everything, the $5 dinner mom. I love to reuse things and, all that stuff. Cutting expenses where I can, and nothing goes to waste in my house, for example. But I'm not as frugal as Prepper Princess.
I do laundry I only use laundry soap once every third wash. And the laundry soap is actually designed to stay in your clothing, and you don't need to, and also for crying out loud, people, look at the cap on you. You don't need a cap full. You need this much of a cap full. Okay. Look at your cap and look at the line on the cap that shows you how much laundry soap that you need to use.
We don't get rich just by doing that. What we do is we increase our income. And so if you have a part-time job, because a lot of us intuitive readers and yoga practitioners, we have a second job. Well, maybe when's the last time you negotiated for a raise? You should be negotiating every single year for some kind of raise, okay? And also you can increase your income by using some of those gifts that you as a spiritual entrepreneur were born with. And people can pay you for those gifts. And we just have to reprogram our relationship with money. Remembering money is just a tool, it's a thing, and we be powerful over the tool, not the tool being powerful over us. So today we're going to go through each zodiac sign, Aries to Pisces, and talk about what kind of side gigs and income streams that naturally align with your energy. This isn't about working harder. It's about working in alignment with your natural gifts. And yes, along the way, you will pay off that debt faster and maybe reward yourself with a mini vacation for being a good girl. All right, let's start with Aries. Aries rising, those with their moons in Aries. You're the entrepreneur of the zodiac. You're not designed to sit quietly and follow someone else's rules, Aries. You make money when you start things. I mean, you are the start of the zodiac. Aries, spring has sprung. It's the first house in the zodiac, Aries, right? So side gigs that work well for Aries, who are starters and pioneers, so to speak. Personal training coaches, motivational coaches, launching quick digital products, flipping items online. So it's like, you find something for free and you make it look better and you could sell it, or you flip it, or you find a really good deal and you flip it online, and running little challenges or workshops, short, right? Aries, you're fast mover, likes to start things. So Aries energy moves fast. So the key is action over perfection. If you wait until everything is perfect, Aries, someone else will launch that idea first. Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and luxury. Taurus actually does really well in businesses that involve comfort, aesthetics, and also value. Some excellent Taurus gigs are handmade products, right? Think candles, think, making things with your hands. Those handmade products, very good for you, Taurus. And beauty or skincare consulting. And of course, food or baking businesses. And because Taurus, you're affiliated with money, you could be very good at investing or educating people on wealth. And you have a natural knack for home decor or interior styling. Taurus also tends to have a natural talent for long-term money building, like investing over time, the long game. Taurus entrepreneurs should absolutely be learning about stocks, about assets, and about passive income. Gemini. Gemini, you are the communicator. If Gemini wants to make money, the fastest way is by talking, by teaching, by sharing information. Gemini side gigs can include things like social media management, right? It could be like running the Instagram post for someone, or it could be even editing videos for people who make, like me, that make long-term videos, but they need it edited. They got to get all the ums and ahs out and maybe make it pretty or whatever. There's a lot of things that can go in with that social media management. It could be even running someone's group, right, online, things like that, or a moderator, we call those. Also podcasting. You're just Gemini, a natural communicator, announcer, podcaster, that kind of vibe. Writing newsletters, right? That can be a really good side gig to, you go to your local people or, your local businesses around town and say, hey, do you have an email list? I could be your newsletter writer, right? And online teaching, of course. Affiliate marketing, really good little gig for you, Gemini, as well. It would be like helping people sell their products, or being an Amazon affiliate marketer. There's all sorts of stuff. So look those kind of things up. Lots about the digital world for you, Gemini, because you are a good communicator to the world. Gemini's biggest money mistake is thinking that their knowledge is not valuable. It is. Gemini can turn their information into income. Cancer rising, those with their moons in Cancer. Your energy is deeply nurturing. Cancer doesn't just build businesses, they build communities. Some great money paths for Cancerians are coaching or mentoring, running memberships, hosting retreats or gatherings, small intimate gatherings with people, very good. Cooking or meal services for people. Very much about caring for humans, caring for pets, right? Think house sitting, seniors care, doing errands for people, that kind of stuff, Cancer. And of course, real estate or property rentals, having an Airbnb, using your own house to generate income in some way, like an Airbnb, or making it like a spot in your yard if you have a big acreage, storage for RVs or for whatever. I mean, there's so many ideas, but that real estate vibe is strong with you, Cancer. You do well with home-based businesses too, because the power center for you, Cancer, is your home. Leo, you were born to be seen. So if Leo is trying to make money while hiding in the background, that's where the frustration starts. Leo money channels include YouTube or content creation, public speaking, performance, or entertainment, right? It could be brand building too, Leo. You're really good at that. And leadership coaching as a side gig. Leo, your wealth grows when you allow yourself to take the spotlight. Visibility is Leo's currency. Virgo rising, those with their moons in Virgo, you guys are the problem solvers. You see systems that other people miss. So Virgo side hustles often include organization, strategy, and improvement. Some examples you could do as side hustles are bookkeeping, digital organization, editing or proofreading. You guys are really good at seeing those little mistakes. Business consulting and wellness coaching. See, Virgo doesn't just sell services, they sell solutions. Libra. This is the sign of partnership and aesthetics because you're ruled by Venus, like Taurus is. Libra makes money when they work with people, not in isolation. So some great side gigs for you, Libra, are relationship coaching, mediation, branding or design, fashion consulting. You know, something for you, Libra, that you'd be really good at is the Four Seasons wardrobe thing. Do you never heard of that? It's like, are you a spring, summer, winter, or autumn person based on, you know, you start off with, do I look good in orange? No, I'm definitely not one of the spring or autumn, right? And then you move into, so then, okay, you know, you're either going to be a winter or summer. Like we're doing me here for a second. And so eventually you'd find out that I was a soft summer, and there's a certain palette, color palettes and makeup colors and hair colors that go with that. You know, you'd be really good at that, Libra. Okay, so fashion consulting, color stuff, right? And then event planning can be good for you, Libra, too. You thrive when you collaborate with others. So joint ventures and partnerships can be pretty profitable for you, Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio is one of the most powerful money signs in astrology. So Scorpio rules investments, transformation, and hidden knowledge. So some scorpionic income streams could include something with psychology or trauma healing. You'd be really good at investigative research. Could be like kind of a detective sort of thing in a way, or you'd also be good at investing and trading, Scorpio, something with money, and also very much with astrology or occult work or magic or things like that, with the hidden knowledge, the esoteric, all that kind of stuff. You'd be really good at, Scorpio. Hypnosis could be a good one for you. Transformational coaching could be a good side gig for you as well. See, Scorpio entrepreneurs often make money by helping people go deep in order to change their lives. It could be a little bit too like financial help, personal finances, that kind of stuff. Coaching, right? Sagittarius rising, those with their moons in Sag. You are the explorers of the Zodiac. So Sagittarius, you make money a lot through your knowledge as well. And through travel can be, and teaching these big ideas. So some examples of some side gigs for you are publishing a book or an ebook, right? Online courses, travel blogging, philosophy or spiritual teaching, and something to do with international foreign affairs business can be very good for you, Sag. And you thrive, Sagittarius, when you share your wisdom with the global audience. Capricorn rising, those with their moons in Cap. You are the CEO energy of the Zodiac. You stand for structure, for authority, and the long-term strategy. So, side gigs that suit Capricorn include consulting, leadership coaching, real estate can be very good too. And Capricorn, agriculture, things in the agricultural field, whatever that means for you. Anything from cannabis to gardening to anything to do with agriculture, okay, farming, stuff like that. Also, building agencies is good, and corporate training. So if you can find some kind of side gig where you help people within the corporation learn something new, build something new, learn new skills, maybe something like that, can be a very cool side gig for you indeed. See, Capricorn wealth tends to build slowly but powerfully over time. Capricorn, you're here for the long game. Aquarius, like me, I'm an Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius is the visionary. Now, Aquarius tends to see future trends before everyone else. So some Aquarius income or side gigs is YouTube creation. Look, that's what I'm doing today. Technology consulting, right? Consulting on maybe some new gadgets. One time I did a video too about this Shure microphone, right? Stuff like that. Tech consulting, astrology or tarot, because of the fact that Aquarius can see future and patterns, things that use those kind of things like astrology, botsy, chart reading, like I do, for example, card reading, and seeing the patterns. That's very good for Aquarius. Social media strategy as well, and digital product creation. And guess what? These are all things that I love to do. See, Aquarius makes money when they lean into their unconventional ideas, the unique ideas, the inventor ideas, the weird stuff, right? The thing that people call weird today might be tomorrow's $1 million concept. Pisces, you are deeply intuitive and imaginative creatures. So Pisces businesses often involve spirituality, creativity. Also, a music or art kind of vibe with many Pisceans too. Like my dad's a Pisces, for example, and he is a musician. My partner is a Pisces too, and he's actually a really good illustrator. He draws very, very well. So some examples for Pisces are doing intuitive readings. I wanted to say too, anything intuitive for Pisces or spiritual is very good because you are naturally inclined to connect to things beyond the veil, or to be very spiritual, or to be very intuitive and psychic, right? So that's always, kind of a thing you can add on as a side gig. But anything to do with art or music, meditation or healing, very good side gigs for you, Pisces. Spiritual coaching and creative writing can be for some too. I find a lot of Pisceans very good at writing. They're very romantic. Pisces needs to remember that intuition has value. Your spiritual gifts aren't just hobbies, okay, Pisces? You can absolutely have them become income streams. Pisces too is also very good, I find, at, especially the women. There's a compassionate, sensitive, nurturing thing to Pisces. So I find them to be good, sort of like childcare or working with children or pet sitting. Something to do with the animals too, I find quite a bit with Pisces as well. All right, so in closing, if you are a spiritual entrepreneur working on your money reprogramming, here's the big takeaway. Okay, you've already done the responsible stuff. We talked about it at the beginning, right? You canceled unnecessary subscriptions, you created that debt repayment plan, and you built your small emergency fund. Great steps. Now it's time to expand that income. And the easiest way to do it is to align with your natural energetic blueprint. Because when your business aligns with your zodiac strengths, making money starts to feel more natural. And hey, if this helps you pay off your debt faster and maybe book a little vacation along the way, wink, wink, I'd say that's a pretty good start. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe for more zodiac money tips and intuitive business guidance. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. And if you want a personalized reading about your wealth path using the astrology and the cards, you can always visit me at www.themoontree.org. I'll see you on the next video.